If you're doing the full PTLLS course with us, then you'll have the information sent through the post to you beforehand, which we've already covered. Now, once you actually get to the classroom, we're going to have a look now about what to expect. There's a few things we want you to bring with you. Now, to start with, you're going to be doing the lesson over the whole period of the course, and you may well find that you've got homework to do, you've got pressures. So if you are travelling a long distance, then bear in mind it might be worth stopping over. If you're staying locally, we'll just try and allow the fact you will get homework each night. So the whole idea of these courses is not to learn, but to develop. You do have to do work in your own time. So the most amount of work you can do before you come along, that's great. And that can cut down your work in the evenings. But please be prepared on the course to do work in the evenings. So if you're travelling home or you're going back and doing work and emails, it may well be that there's some later evenings for you. Now, we'll do as much of that work in the classroom as possible, but you're going to have to do some work at home. Now, within the pack itself, this is the first thing we want you to bring with you. Make sure you bring the books and the forms, particularly this initial form. We must have this if you haven't already sent it through to us. Actually, we must have this information. We normally would always have this through to us before you come along. Make sure you bring the book, because we will be referring to that on the course, and definitely make sure you bring the main folder, because in here, this will be the folder that you'll then just finish at the course and you hand this in, and this will be your main portfolio. Other things you'll be doing. Now, because we'll be working with re-editing the presentations you've done, you're going to need access to a computer. So if you can bring a laptop with you, that's great, but not just a laptop. If you've also got those little USB drives, because you're going to be transferring data from your computer onto ours just to print something off. So if you can bring a USB memory stick with you, that'd be great. It makes it a lot easier for moving your presentations about. If you're going to be doing a presentation and you need to have PowerPoint, then make sure your computer's all set up for that. Maybe you can design the PowerPoint before you even come along. You know basically the subjects you're going to be working with. Other things will be your pens and papers, note paper, things like that. Now, within the lessons of ours, we do try and always get a sandwich van coming round so you can get some lunch without leaving. But there are other places local you can go to. But there will be work you need to do, so it's probably a good idea to pick up sandwiches or bring food in with you every day. Tea, coffee, stuff like that, we've got for you anyway. You can have drinks in whenever you like, that's no problem. But just get yourself as prepared as possible. So before you come along, make sure you've done as much of the work you can with your assignments, put some thought into your microteach presentation, make sure you've got everything packed and ready, and you brought the power cable for your computer and things like that as well. And also, if you've got any questions, start writing them down at the beginning. A little note, then you can always have a chat with the tutor or one of us, and we can go through that in a little bit more detail on the course.